All right, good evening, everyone. Hopefully, this setup will not be very much longer because I will be buying a new camera tripod at some point, so we'll be able to get rid of these two little bars here, I hope. Anyway, so today I'm just sharing with you two pretty basic journals. These are standard traveler notebook sized journals. That'll fit perfectly. This is my Chic Sparrow. I can't remember what this one's called. Got some washi tape on the back of that, but I can't remember what this one's called. Anyway, so in here I've got a couple traveler's notebooks in here with my normal one, which you can see is quite large, that insert, compared to these two. And I'm just going to do a quick flip through, kind of talk to you about what I was doing with these. First of all, these two pieces here on the cover are from Nick the Booksmith, one of her ephemera kits. And the cover of this is made from Flow magazine picture that was in there, and I just love the watercolor. And then on the back you'll be able to see some actual watercolor flowers that were on that. So I just absolutely love this. I collaged, I put this on a file folder, cut the file folder down to size, left the tab on because I just love that. Put some Tim Holtz washi here on the side, stitched around it, and you can see some of that stitching here. I put some coffee dyed paper, Tim Holtz washi tape there. Again, here's another strip of that same picture, and then I've got a oh, you can't even see, shucks. You have a pocket down here that you can't really see well. There we go. And that's Nick the Booksmith Eco Print, Eco dyed paper. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through. Here's just some standard copy paper that has been coffee dyed. Good grief, it's kind of late and I can't think of my words, so bear with me. Here's some children's handwriting paper from, I believe, the 50s that I found at an antique store. Here's some nice Dina Wakley watercolor paper. If you guys have ever done her cotton watercolor paper, you know what that's like. Here's some vintage sheet music and a vintage map, part of Canada, I believe. Here is some onion skin paper, which I absolutely love the feel, the crackle. And I've actually not used any of this onion skin paper yet. I've only put it in these journals, so I'm excited to start using some as well. Here's some dot grid that's been coffee stained. Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady, I believe is what the book is called, and I've got a piece of that paper in here. Again, some more Dina Wakley watercolor because, hello, watercolor. More of the 1950s handwriting paper, more coffee dyed dot grid, a smaller piece of coffee dyed paper, more of the Country Diary paper. Here's an old, here's a vintage sewing pattern, more of that handwriting paper, and one of the Tim Holtz wallpaper things with some distress ink on the back here and some water spots from where I splashed it with water. So again, just going to do a quick flip through. These are the back sides of all those, really nothing special. I will be probably making an option to purchase if I can figure it out. If not, it may just be in my Etsy. It'll be like pair with Traveler's Notebook or something like that, but it'll be an ephemera kit that you can also put, also strips of coffee dyed paper so that you can put it down, you can write on it and then put it on there or staple it or whatever. Just so a lot of people see this and they're like, well, I can't write on there because there's a whole bunch of writing. Well, first of all, you can. Second of all, just get some like coffee dyed paper. Now I know this isn't coffee dyed paper, but bear with me. Let's say this came in an ephemera pack. Put it down there, write on it. Or put it down there, staple it, write on it. Or write on it, put it down there, glue it, staple it, whatever you want to do with it. And there's your journaling, and it's already got a really cool textured background. So that's how I see that. Again, sweet vintage map page, more music, Dina Wakley watercolor paper, and more handwriting paper, and the coffee dyed paper. Then of course Tim Holtz washi, coffee dyed paper, and Nick the Booksmith eco dyed print. And here's the back of that, which is the watercolor that was in the Flow Journal, or the Flow Journal, Flow magazine. So here's another one. Used a file folder, cut it down to size, and went around it with the sewing machine. Used several elements. Here's a really old geography textbook, I believe it was, page that had some really old tape. So this is original. This tape, this page right here, original old vintage stuff, as well as here's a piece of map, another piece of map, time card, Nick the Booksmith, Nick the Booksmith, Nick the Booksmith, Tim Holtz right there. I believe that's just some coffee dyed, maybe, right there, and some vintage book page, or vintage music. So here's some Tim Holtz stenciling and a little bit of, well, you can't really see it, a little bit of Distress Oxide. You can also see the oxide peeking out under here and up there, and you will see that on the back here shortly. Here's some onion skin, more coffee dyed paper, and I love this. I will tell you a story. Oops, can't really see it. I will tell you a story about this here in just a minute. That's a flap from an envelope, and I bound it where the crease on the envelope is, the where the page is, so or where the spine is rather. So here's some more of that paper dot grid. Here's some more map page. Here's a page out of an old engineer drawing book. I believe it's from like the 40s. Here's dot grid paper, coffee stained. Here's some more Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. Again, more handwriting lines. Here's a book page from a bird book that, well, the bird book I showed a couple videos back. That's the first page I have used out of that book is in this journal. So here's some coffee stained paper on collaged with some book page on top of a sewing pattern. And same here, only this is some ledger paper. Here's just a little vellum kind of ornate design. And then of course the backs of all these. Here's a little washi tape collage with some coffee dyed paper for journaling. Again, bird book paper. More handwriting paper, dot grid, Country Diary, dot grid, more of that engineer drawing book, some more vintage map and dot grid, more yet again of handwriting lines, and I will come back to this. It's the envelope, coffee dyed paper, onion skin, more stenciling, more Distress Oxide, and a lot more Distress Oxide on the back there. So this is postmarked from Spokane, Washington, January 27th, 1968. It is addressed to someone. You cannot really see, hang on. It is addressed to someone right, woo, sorry, making you seasick, right here. Addressed to someone, has a return address there. I've done a little bit of washi collage on here just randomly. Good grief, let's see if I can do this a little bit better here, shall we? Hang on. Let me see if I can figure this out. It's like a terrible puzzle. Okay, there we go. Here is a good pocket. Now, what I am leaving this open for the person that wants to buy this. The reason being is I could stitch it, but that would also be the only stitched thing on this side. Sorry, you guys cannot see that. Good grief. Anyway, you guys can easily glue this if you want to, and that will leave this side blank as well, which, I mean, it fits with the rest of the look of it, right? In here is a nice pocket. Now, this envelope I got from 9 Miles of Wonder, I think is what the shop is called on Etsy, and that person gave me fantastic ephemera and tailored it to what I was looking for when I placed my order. So definitely go check them out. Definitely not sponsored at all, just absolutely love the products they have over there, and they really try to give you the best what you're looking for your money that you're spending. So it's fantastic, completely reasonably priced as well. There we go. So this envelope came like this because everything else was tucked in this little space just so nothing got moved around during shipping, and I just left that original crease here so that it didn't weaken any, and it's still very strong. It's still able to hold everything, and so you got 2 pockets right here, and it's really cool because that's how it came in the mail to me. So it's beautifully aged naturally, not coffee dyed or anything, and so yeah, that's what I got. Now these 2 will be up in my shop, maybe not tonight because I'm really tired, but they will be tomorrow at least. I need to get some pictures of these, and then I will be able to put them up. I know I will not have the ephemera packs up in my shop yet for these 2. I'm working on a few more journals, and guys, if you have seen these journals in this video and you guys see Traveler Notebook, Neutral, Vintage, you know, whatever, I'm gonna keep following the same type of format, you know, putting in some random stuff and just going with whatever I feel like. It's gonna be a basic journal that can be tailored to your needs, and I will have scrap packs available for quite reasonably priced. I can't give you an estimate right now because my brain's not working and because I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to add in there. But just know that those will be available in my Etsy, and they will be like scrap packs, perfect for Traveler Notebook edition or something. I may be able to do something like a package deal where you pick up a scrap pack and you pick up one of these, and that lowers the cost. I'm not sure how to do that. I'm still trying to navigate Etsy. For a millennial, I really kind of suck at technology and trying to sell things online, so bear with me. I will get that up. I have not forgotten about the people that want digitals of the labels my wife got from the garage sale. I'm still working on those, but after I've been out of high school for a while, I've forgotten how to work Photoshop, so I am still trying to get those up and get those corrected and available for Etsy. So just keep an eye out on my shop. I'm going to start adding some more journals in there, mainly doing some of these because that will really help me get through my stash pretty quick, and I will be able to finally breathe a little bit, sigh of relief. I'm working on a couple more things, one of which being a lap book and probably some ephemera folios. So yeah, just hang out with us. We're going tomorrow, May 27th, to Silver Dollar City here close to where I live. If you guys are familiar with that place, so I will probably be able to video some while we're there. But other than that, until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Go check out my Etsy, check out my other videos, and let me know what you think. So I will see you guys in the next video.